Hello and welcome to the Buzzerbeater Show, episode 20. My name is David Jones, and today we're gonna talk about the NBA Finals are fucking back, baby. They're back. And you know what that means? We're gonna talk about the first week of the NBA playoff restart. So, the Blazers won against Memphis, and so the Blazers advanced to the playoffs. I mean, this was like everybody knew this was coming with CJ taking over at the end. Damn, I thought like before the pandemic and stuff, I really thought like Memphis was gonna be the 8th seed and play, and Ja was gonna be the rookie of the year, and to even more proof that he's the rookie of the year, he's gonna go into the finals. But the Blazers were like, psych, and they just took him away. They just took him away the place. So yeah, I'm sorry, Ja. I feel sorry for you, bro. So when the NBA playoffs finally started, like there was a day between when there was a day off, and then they played the first finals game. So the first game was Denver against the Jazz, and Murray and Mitchell were going back and forth at the end of the game. Mitchell dropped 51 points and surpassed Karl Malone as the most points in the playoff series. Malone had like 50 points, which is impressive, but Mitchell fucking 51, baby. But the problem, the reason why the Denver won was because they closed the paint. Every time Mitchell was just like going inside, getting contact and doing an and one or whatever, and also Rudy Gobert going into the post and getting his buckets. I mean, that was the main reason they had so many points and why they were really mostly in front of the game. But then, Denver took over. And the Nuggets won. But the next game, actually, the Jazz won. For some reason, like in that game, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert were too much. But in the other game, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic were too much. Those are like, they're very similar. Like Jamal Murray just was hitting. He was not missing at the end of the first game. Nothing. I didn't even know he was that good of a shooter. Like that great. Like, god damn. And so, so yeah, the series is tied right now, I think, between the Nuggets and the Jazz. But so the Lakers, when they lost their first game against the Blazers, and I wrote in my script that right now, was I wrong about the Lakers? Maybe they really don't. I'm reading now what I just wrote. Maybe they really don't know who they are. LeBron can't rely on Kuzma waiters for the 3 points. Maybe they can still pull it off. Well, everybody was overreacting. Maybe I was even overreacting. I mean, come on, man. Lakers ain't losing in the first round. Maybe it's like everybody was overreacting. Paul Pierce. What are you gonna say now, buddy? Lakers the series tied now. Paul Pierce said himself, "Oh, if the Lakers don't win the finals, I don't want to hear any more GOAT talk." Guess what? They're not. Like, why are you overreacting? I hate this when journalists like say, oh, he's gonna be the next Kobe, oh, he's gonna be the next Jordan, oh, he's gonna be the next LeBron, or whatever. These stupid ass predictions. I fucking hate it. Sometimes, like, YouTube is more accurate because the YouTubers, they they have like they have better arguments than the TV show that like I don't know, like Skip Bayless, Paul Pierce. I know these guys just want some attention or whatever, but I mean, come on, man. It's like, what the, like, guys, it's it's only the first round. LeBron was still, everybody's saying like, oh, LeBron is so, he's not playing well. AD's taking over. Well, LeBron never said he's the main guy anymore. He's not the main scorer. He's probably still the captain of the team, but AD is now the main scorer because he's younger, he's stronger, he's taller, he's just a better scorer than LeBron right now. And LeBron knows that. And yeah, they lost their first game. Danny Green and KCP were not hitting shots. And then LeBron realized, oh, maybe I shouldn't rely on these guys too much. But then when he gave him the ball in the second game, he was hitting a shot. So LeBron thought himself, oh, maybe I should give him the ball again. Like, basketball is just, it's not, that's not basketball. Basketball is when you win a game, and that doesn't automatically mean like that you're gonna win the whole series. Like, for example, when the Knicks played the Pacers, and the Knicks were up by 10, everybody thought like, oh yeah, Knicks are gonna win. Only 1 minute left. Guess what? Reggie Miller hit, like, he got the last 10 points in 1 minute because he was hitting shots like crazy. So don't overreact. Stop overreacting. Social media is also like overreacting. Oh, why the Lakers won the first game? Like, come on. I myself was overreacting, yes, but like I'm noticing it. Like, these guys just want some attention. And there's other ways to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is not cool, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. The Bucks lost against the Magic. Wait, let me check something. Let me check if I didn't check if the, okay, now so the series is tied at 1 apiece. But like, it's a little weird because the Bucks were expected to sweep the Magic. Like, it's a difference between the Blazers and the Lakers. The Blazers are like they have playoff experience. They're dangerous. You can't stop Dame sometimes. And I mean, the Lakers knew a better way how to defend Dame in the second game. It's just way harder. It's a way more competitive matchup because that's why I thought like, oh, the Magic are gonna get swept or something. But no. I know the Bucks won their next game. This is not an overreaction. I'm just saying, like, everybody was expecting them to sweep the Magic, but it didn't happen. Like, I just have sometimes a feeling Giannis doesn't always have the best support. Like, I don't know. I mean, they were like really, Giannis was like, they were really struggling. I mean, Brook Lopez couldn't guard Vucevic in the post, and Fultz didn't miss a shot in the first quarter. And the Magic would win by like 12. Now the Bucks won by like way more, but I think the score was like 96-111 or 112. But this is like, the bubble is like fun. Like nobody expected this. The Bucks and the Lakers to win their first games in the bubble, like in the playoffs. This is crazy. And yes, the Clippers also lost against the Mavs. The Mavs. And you know what? Why they won the first game? Because Porzingis got ejected. And I don't want to disrespect the Clippers at all, but the only thing that was that has been okay for the Clippers this year is their play of defense. Like, they haven't played a lot with each other. That's what I don't get. Doc Rivers, please let Paul George and Kawhi play together on one court. Like, I always see them like, it's just not, it doesn't make any sense. Like the Bucks, the Mavs are, the Mavs had, like, Luka even was in foul trouble, so he couldn't give his fullest, like his best in like the second half. He had like 28 points in the first 21 he scored in the first half. Like, this is so weird. Like, they Kawhi and Paul George don't really know how to play with you. These awkward up top where Kawhi's just stuck, and then he gives this Paul George, and he just hopes that Paul George will go inside and just just dunk it or hit a layup. I mean, and they don't even have Montrezl Harrell because he had to see his sick grandmother. He had to see his sick grandmother. Like, Montrezl Harrell is a fucking beast. No cap. That dude is like, he is so athletic. And when the Knicks were playing, like when Montrezl Harrell was playing like this young center, the Mitchell Robinson from the Knicks, he had absolutely no fucking chance. This guy was just, he was bodying him. He was blocking every shot he took. And, oh, you know what? Mitchell Robinson actually has the best field goal percentage of all time. 74.8 over Wilt. So Nick actually has a record now. That's great. Just by the way. But they don't have Montrezl Harrell. Lou Williams is doing some weird shit. It's going to a strip club. Kawhi and Paul George can't really play with each other. And Patrick Beverley was also not on the floor. So there was absolutely no energy from anybody. Like, this was so a weird game. And Lou Williams was absolutely like, he got so much attention from the Mavs that he, like, if, like, Paul, I think it was like, I don't know who got subbed out. I think Paul George got subbed out or something. And everybody, like, all the Mavs were going on Will. And Lou Williams couldn't hit a shot for his life. He couldn't hit a fucking shot for his life. And so, like, the Mavs, they have a better combination. They just have a better duo than the Clippers. No cap. I'm just saying. I'm just being real. Like, yeah. So, this podcast wasn't that long today. Only like 14 minutes or something. So, if you like this, like the podcast. Haven't subscribed yet? Subscribe! Please fucking subscribe! And turn on notifications. Until next time, peace!